Hey everyone, welcome to Day Deal on Display, daydeal.com's own YouTube channel regarding product previews, reviews, and demonstrations. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Casemate Tough Case for the iPhone 4. Now for those of you just simply curious how this particular case looks on the phone in its completed form, feel free to skip to the end of the video. We'll have everything done for you at that time, giving you a last quick 360 tour as well as our closing thoughts and comments about the case itself. Now, to talk about the Casemate Tough Case, I've actually kind of partially dissected it here. It actually comes in three pieces. It comes with a hard ABS plastic back shell, which is on the left-hand side right there. On the right-hand side is the silicone skin layer, which is going to be covering the iPhone 4 first before you apply that plastic shell on the outside. And of course, it does come with an included screen protector. So let's go ahead and talk about this first. Now, Casemate does include your standard issue screen protector for your iPhone 4. It only includes one screen protector, and this one is only for the front of the iPhone 4. In other words, where you're literally viewing the phone itself. It's a pretty standard issue kit, as you can imagine. It comes with the screen protector, a gray microfiber cleaning cloth right there, so go and wipe down that screen. And of course, it has a hard kind of plastic / cardboard applicator card. You can see right there. That's the Casemate applicator card, and that allows you to air out bubbles on your screen protector during installation. All self-explanatory. Now moving on to the meat and bones of the review, this is the actual tough case itself. Remember, it comes in two pieces. We'll go and talk about the silicone layer first because it's pretty easy to talk about. Now, as far as silicone skin covers go, Casemate's own official website and their FAQ bullet points states that none of these pieces can be used independently. What that means is that you're not supposed to use this on the iPhone 4 and just kind of be on your way. You're not supposed to snap on that hard cover on the iPhone 4 and kind of be on your way. You're supposed to use the entire case, these two pieces together on the iPhone 4. So if you're thinking about using this by itself on the iPhone 4 for the days that you don't want to carry on that bulky shell, unfortunately you can't. And the reason being is because it's a little bit, we wouldn't say flimsy, but it's ultra flexible. Take that for what it's worth. It's not the thickest silicone skin cover, and it's not the thinnest one. That award goes to the Incipio Silicrate silicone skin layer, which is really paper thin, but it is rather on the light side. It does do its job, but like we said, you can see it's kind of flexible. It's pretty just kind of lightweight. So once you install it on your iPhone 4, you're going to want to use that shell with it, because on its own, this is going to literally fall right off, and it's also not going to provide that much protection. You know, it's kind of made that way on purpose. Now moving on to the hard back ABS plastic shell right here, this is going to go outside that silicone skin layer. It's literally going to snap onto the sides. And what we really like about this particular hard ABS plastic shell is that it's one of the thicker shells or back covers we've seen for the iPhone 4, which is a good thing because this is the Casemate Tough after all. We weren't too impressed by the silicone skin layer, but we were impressed by this particular hard shell. It's extremely rigid and it feels very durable, like it's going to last the test of time. On the outside, you're going to notice this kind of textured appearance to it, and that actually has the same exact feeling as a basketball texture. So just go and grab a local basketball near you, maybe one from your backyard, and just go and rub your fingers around it, and this basically feels exactly the same. On the interior, there's no microfiber layer, there's nothing shiny or anything like that. It's just a simple plastic, but it is smoothed out, and of course it does have kind of like a nice rubberized finish to it. So your iPhone 4 isn't going to get scratched up during installation. And remember, it doesn't really matter anyway because it's supposed to be used with a silicone skin layer after all. So let's go and show you how this all looks. Let's go and install the silicone layer first. Like we said, this is a little bit thin, so as you can see, it's quite stretchable. You can just literally go ahead and pull it out and over your iPhone 4 like such. And then we're just going to go and slide this into the hard shell. So installation literally only takes a couple of seconds, as you can imagine. Right here is the completed case on the iPhone 4, so let's go ahead and talk about this. Now the front screen on the iPhone 4 has a significant lip on it, so you don't have to worry about your iPhone 4's screen. First of all, remember it does come with a screen protector, which is always a nice thing that prevents regular scratches. But that lip is also going to provide a nice barrier for your iPhone 4's actual screen itself. So should you rest the phone on its face on purpose or by accident like that, you're A-OK. It's not going to be touching the surface. And even if you happen to drop your iPhone 4 pretty significantly like that, or even a higher point, once again you're covered. That lip is going to go and take the blunt of that impact. And the hard ABS plastic shell, the one we were talking about that was nice and durable, that actually comes up and over the sides right here. The top and bottom aren't protected, but they do have a silicone lip on them. Now on the top right here, there's a molding for your power button. It's not the biggest molding we've seen, but it does do the job. It allows you to turn off your iPhone 4 off and on, we should say, very easily. And there is a nice large opening for your audio jack as well as that noise cancelling microphone, so you're taken care of there. On the sides, there's a large opening for your audio switch, a pretty generous opening, so it does allow access to that switch on the fly pretty easily, which is a nice thing. And there is a molding for the volume up and down button, or the page up, page down button, whatever you want to call this, on the side. Now, out of all the design elements on the Casemate Tough Case, this is one of those things that we didn't necessarily like that much. As you can see right here, the molding for it isn't really protruding out that much. It's not really that comfortable to press. You're actually going to have to go ahead and use some effort with your finger, whatever you actually press these buttons with, to go ahead and get that to register. Now, if you're used to the bumper cases, for example, which is the one we have in front right here, and those protruding buttons out there, this can pretty much be a nightmare for you if you're going from that, because like we said, it does take some effort to go and press through. You're going to have to go and angle your finger like this, like let's say if you're using your index finger, and go and get that button to be pressed. As you can hear that clicking right there. And if you do that, it once again still takes some effort to get that button pressed to register. So go and keep that in mind. If you're one of those people that do use this particular button often or even a lot, this case can kind of get in your nerves very quickly. Now on the bottom right there, there's an opening for the 30-pin dock connector as well as your speaker and microphone. It's a nice large opening. It's not a wide opening, like a wide large opening, but it does do the job, and this will go ahead and allow you to accommodate those unusual 30-pin dock connectors you may have had from the days of old. In other words, you've actually had another Apple device in the old days, you know, those ones with those really large or unusual size 30-pin dock connectors. This will go ahead and allow you to connect to it. And we can't necessarily say that this case will allow you to put this into a dock of any types, you know, those stereo speaker docks, those universal docks, etc., because this shell on the back does add some girth to the phone. You can see right here, this is pretty thick overall, but at least this open design will give you some more flexibility. And of course, we always like this design because it allows the speaker and the microphone to be a little bit more exposed. Now, finishing off on the rear, there's a nice large opening for your camera and the flash, and according to Casemate's own website, they have tested the flash function on this. It's not going to give you those washed out gray pictures that people have been complaining about some other cases out there. This will go ahead and allow you to take normal pictures, and that's always a good thing. So there you have it. This is the Casemate Tough Case for the iPhone 4. Now, our overall thoughts and impressions and our general review of the case is that this is a nice utility case for your iPhone 4. It's not going to win any awards for style, although it does come in 3 different colors. Unfortunately, we don't have the other 2 to show you today. The other 2 colors are a nice kind of gray and as well as a I think a creamy white color. So you want to go and check those out first, just in case you want something different than this standard issue black. The overall texture on the outside of the case is nice and grippable. We like that. It gives the phone a nice feel. So even if you're a fingertip holder like this, you should have good control over your iPhone 4. But remember that this case is pretty thick and hefty. It does add maybe about a ½ inch all around. That's at least what Casemate says anyway. And it does add some considerable weight to your iPhone 4 as well. So keep that in mind. If you like your phone nice and sleek and slim and featherweight, so to speak, this case shouldn't do it for you. You might want to look into other options. As far as protection goes, we really like that thick, significant lip on the front. Remember, this also does come with a screen protector, and it's going to protect your phone very well should you drop it on the face. As well as overall, this is a really nice, durable cover. This isn't as durable as the OtterBox Defender or commuter cases, just in case for those of you who are curious and you want to compare this to those other 2, but this is a lot smaller than those cases respectively as well. And honestly, we think this will do the job for most applications out there. It's a nice, tough case, as the name implies. So feel free to check this out on our website, www.daydio.com, as well as other accessories for your iPhone 4 while you're there. And of course, feel free to follow us on our YouTube channel, Daydio on Display, for more product previews, reviews, and of course, demonstrations. Thanks so much for watching.